Now I know that scout rifles aren't everybody's favorite weapon to use, but I feel like the reprised version of Patron of Lost Causes is going to be at the top of everybody's list for the scout rifle category. With Unstopped Scout Rifle being one of the seasonal mods this time around, I feel like this is just a no-brainer, especially once we get into these perks and the origin trait that this weapon has introduced in the new season. Hi everyone, I'm JT Goonie. If you guys enjoy Destiny content, Destiny weapon reviews, news, and updates, this is the channel for you. I post videos like this all the time, so make sure you guys get subscribed, hit that like button, and with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive on in and talk about the stats, the perk options, as well as some of the roles that you should be looking out for, and some of the builds that I would consider running for this weapon. Let's get on into it. So before we hop into stats and perks, let's talk about how you're going to get this weapon. This weapon is obtained by redeeming some of the episode Echoes gear set engrams that you get from just completing activities. Nightfall Strikes, Crucible, get them from running Pale Heart stuff, raids. I've even received them just randomly sometimes. So they're engrams, you just stack a bunch of them up, get the engrams at the war table in the helm, and one of the cherries on top is these weapons are enhanceable. All of the Season of the Dawn weapons are back, reprised, with a new origin trait, new perk pools. Honestly, they're looking pretty spicy, so let's go ahead and talk about the stats on the Patron of Lost Causes really quick. So this weapon isn't touting any great stats or anything like that. They're good, but it's just kind of in line with other lightweight frame scout rifles. We have a base of 60 impact, 33 range, 32 stability, 63 handling, 53 reload speed with a recoil direction of 59 to 200 RPM and get 15 rounds in the magazine at the base. We are going to bump that range up quite a bit with some of these barrel and mag perks that we're going to talk about here in a moment, and we are going to keep that stability and the handling up pretty high, especially if you're going to be full auto firing this thing. You're going to want to make sure that the stability is there because it does have some kick. So for range purposes, I'm going to say full bore for the barrel perk and accurized rounds for the magazine perk. That is just going to be kind of the base level of where you should think this gun is going to be, when with both of those barrel and mag perk, you do get 58 range. So that is a massive bump in range from the base. You do lose out the stability, but we'll get that fixed, and you do lose 5 handling. But honestly, with that range stat, this is going to be the move, especially with some of the perks that we're going to talk about here in a moment. It's just, this is the one you're going to run. So now let's talk perks. In the perk slot 1, you're going to have triple tap. Rapidly landing precision hits will return 1 round to the magazine. Rapid hit. Rapid precision hits temporarily increase stability and reload speed, which again, the stability is where you're going to come in clutch with having rapid hit on your roll. Because like I said, we lost quite a bit of that stability when we applied full bore, so this is just going to make up for it if you land those precision shots. We got a new perk, Strategist. Final blows with this weapon generate class ability energy. Activating your class ability briefly improves this weapon's stability, so this is a bit larger bump to that stability, giving it back to you where we lost it with full bore. Stats for all, another stat bump across the board. Hitting 3 separate targets increases weapon handling, stability, and range for a moderate duration. The first stack is 3 seconds and it just goes up from there, so you get 35 handling and reload speed, 10 stability and range, 5% on the damage fall-off distance, and 0.95% back on the reload speed duration. So it does bump up everything quite a bit. So stats for all is definitely in contention for one of the perks you're going to want to run. Discord, final blows with another weapon grant this weapon increased speed for aiming down sights, accuracy, and airborne effectiveness for a short time. When Discord is active, final blows refund ammo, which is kind of like triple tap, but all you have to do is get a kill with another weapon in a way. Refunding ammo to the magazine is always a W, so Discord is a great option for you PvP battlers out there. Scout rifles in PvP, they're fire. I don't care what anyone tells you, scout rifles in PvP are a viable option. Precision weapons are always better. People just hate them because the skill gap is a little bit higher, but in my opinion, I think that they are one of the better, if not the best, archetype of weapon to use in PvP. Obviously, there's some exceptions, there's some exotics that kind of fall out of that, but for the most part, scout rifles are good. Another new perk, we've got To the Pain. While this weapon is equipped, taking damage increases handling and aim assist until the weapon is stowed. Taking more damage increases the effect. So taking damage just buffs you basically. Get better damage, or you get better handling and aim assist until the weapon is stowed, so can't go wrong with that. Perk select 2, we've got Explosive Payload. Projectiles create an area of effect detonation on impact. Vorpal weapon, increased damage against bosses, vehicles, and guardians with their super active. Osmosis, using your grenade ability, partially refills the magazine and changes this weapon's damage type to match your grenade until you stow it, which is super dope because Prismatic is out now, so might be able to make something happen with that. Focus Fury, dealing half of the magazine as precision damage, grants this weapon bonus damage. The shot count is reset whenever the weapon is reloaded or stowed. Kinetic Tremors, which is the #1 perk you should get on this weapon. Sustain kinetic damage to a target, emits a shockwave that damages any nearby targets. And Precision Instrument, dealing sustained damage, increases precision damage, which is more like Head Seeker, but you don't have to get body shots. It doesn't matter what kind of shot you get. I don't know, this one might be good. We'll have to do some damage testing, but who knows. Now, the origin trait for this weapon is kind of where this one is going to shine. Dealing melee damage increases this weapon's handling and loads a small amount of ammo from reserves. So being able to just deal a melee damage for you hunters out there with the fan blades or the shuriken, throw those out and get that handling back. From what we lost with full bore, this is basically just going to double what you lost. So you're basically getting 15 handling back after losing 5 from full bore. So great options, great options. The first role I'm wanting to go for is Rapid Hit and Kinetic Tremors. This is just going to be the best synergized one because being able to reload quicker will get Kinetic Tremors up quicker. Triple Tap is also another good option for that perk 1 slot with Kinetic Tremors. Explosive Payload with literally anything in that first column is going to be a viable option. I like Triple Tap and Vorpal, especially with Unstoppable Scout Rifle being one of the seasonal mods this season. Triple Tap Vorpal, Rapid Hit Vorpal, even Strategist and Vorpal might be a great option. Using your class ability, giving you the bonus stability so you can just keep lasering down unstopped champions to the pain, take damage, get better handling, swap your weapons, reload a little bit quicker, whatever you need to do. Focus Fury might be good. Dealing half the magazine is precision damage. Grant this weapon bonus damage, but more damage, more damage, more damage. Like I said at the beginning, the name of the game with this weapon is going to be putting out as much damage as possible. So those are some of the roles to keep an eye out. Let me know, are you guys excited for this weapon to be back? I know I am. Lightweight frames, scout rifles aren't really talked about all that often, and scout rifles in general are just kind of like left on the back burner, but I feel as though this is going to be one to keep your eye out for. I'll have reviews on the other Season of the Dawn weapons coming up soon, so make sure you guys lock it in here, get subscribed, catch you guys in the next one.